Hey everyone, welcome to this video. I'm JR with Houston Screen Print, and I'm going to make this video to show you how I coat my screens. I'm using an emulsion by Kiwi Kohl. It's a Poly S, and it's a two-part mixture where when you get the box, you open it up, you have a little quart size. I just use a quart size because I don't buy the gallons. I like to have it fresh. Then inside you'll have a little stick and a little vial of your activator. And you basically open up the little vial of activator, pour some distilled water inside about halfway up, shake it real good, and then you'll open this up, pour it in, and then fill it up again another half, shake it up real good, and pour it back in there. And then you get the little depression stick and you stir it real good. And after you stir it real good, I normally like to basically shake it up, kind of like almost like you're mixing paint. And then I let it sit. So I've been using this emulsion for a while now, and I really like it. I know there's other stuff out there, but once you find something that you like, just kind of stick with it. So I'm opening it up. I got an old paint can tool. I'll open this up. Make sure you do this in an area because this is very light sensitive. I have a bug light running so it doesn't affect the emulsion. And basically it's in here. I try and pull out some of the old stuff, throw in the trash can. There, discarded lid right there. Now this is a scoop coater. If you're not familiar with it, this is what you use to coat your screens with. I have a little spatula thing I use to scrape out the excess. I'll lay that right here for now. It's got two edges on it. One's a fine and one's a little bit more of a thicker edge. I've used both. Just depends on how thick of a layer of emulsion you want on there. If you're probably gonna do some longer runs of your print jobs, you can go ahead and use a thicker one, but I normally just use the thin layer one. And what we'll do, and make sure, you gotta make sure these edges, don't ever drop it. Just take good care of this because this has to have a smooth edge to get a smooth coat on your screens. So when you're not using it, make sure you put the protective cover on top. So I just set this right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour the emulsion in. I'm only going to be doing 2 screens today, so I'm not going to fill the whole thing up. Might be able to get away, got away without having to use a napkin. Normally when it's full, you'll just, once you get done, you'll just give it a nice little wipe with a napkin. So it looks like I'll save a napkin today. Let me stick that right there. Put the emulsion over here. And I'll stick this on my press. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get a screen in a second. I'll put this back just a tad here. I'm going to get a screen. I'm going to tilt the scoop coater to the side of the screen, and we're basically going to go up. As you get to the top, you're going to kind of shimmy it, so you kind of back the pressure off a little bit, so that way you can get the emulsion to go back into the trough before you pull away. And then we'll flip the screen around. Do the same type of thing. I normally wait just a few seconds. Once I press the scoop coater to the screen, I wait just a couple of seconds to let the emulsion hit the screen, and then I start sweeping up. And then what we'll do is we'll stick it in my screen booth thing. I'm kind of lost up for words today, but anyway, let's grab a screen and let me show you what I do here. So this is a new screen I got yesterday. It's a 160 mesh screen. Whenever I get new screens, I always write the date in Sharpie of when I bought it and what the mesh is. And as I go through the use of this screen, I will always continually update this. In other words, if it starts looking like it's coming off, because you gotta, we reclaim these screens and use different things on them. So if it starts the writing starts coming off or fading, I just get Sharpie and I go back over it. This way, I know if I've got to do a new job or something like that, or a job that requires a lot of colors, I want to use screens from the same recent purchase date because they'll be the ones that have the most tension. So I normally start on the back side. So this is what I would call the ink side. I start on the shirt side. And again, I'm just gonna push it here and come up. So I got the scoop on the screen, lay it a little bit, and then basically just slide on up. As you get to the top, kind of shimmy it a little bit off like that and come away. And that's how the screen is coated. Same thing on this. I'm gonna go to the screen first, give it a second, let the emulsion hit the screen, and then come up, come back a little bit, shimmy it off. And here's the screen. I normally will check it against the light, make sure everything looks pretty good. Everything looks good so far. I'm gonna go ahead and put the screen in to my screen drying rack like this with the ink side up. All right, let's do another one. Only got 2 today. So again, I'm going to start with the t-shirt side of the screen. Grab my scoop coater, go to the screen, tilt it up a little bit, let the emulsion hit the screen, and then one action, just kind of go up, tilt it back up, and then there you go. It might take a little bit of practice at first to get the hang of this. It's fairly simple. And I just check, trying to make sure you just got an even coat of the screen. It looks pretty good here. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the screen rack. And I just use a towel in front just to keep the light off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around this side over here so you can see here. I'm just going to get the scoop coater and put the rest of the emulsion that I didn't use. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the jar. Like I said, this is the little spatula that I use. I found just a small one. Just look around and find if you can find one here. And just kind of, get as much of the emulsion out that you can. And then once you're done, I'll stick this in my washout booth, wash it out a bit here. Just make sure this is nice and tight. And again, I'm using Kevekol Poly-S emulsion. Your local screen supply or whoever you buy your supplies from has different types of emulsion. I encourage you to try them. Try different ones until you see one that you like. This one does pretty good. I don't end up with too many pinholes. So I just like it, I've been using it. Again, my name is JR, I'm with Houston Screen Print. If you like this video, please subscribe, give me some likes, always comment below if you want. I'm gonna try and do some more videos of what I do in my shop. I've been screen printing since 2005, so I've done a lot of jobs and I've learned a lot of stuff along the way, but it is something that anybody can learn if you're willing to learn and a little bit teachable. You too can screen print t-shirts for a profit. So thanks for watching this video. Again, hit subscribe and give me some likes. Thank you very much and have a great day.